Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. It's Denise Salcedo. With me today is Lyra Valkyria. Lyra, nice to see you once again. How are you?
I'm great. Nice to see you too.
Yes. All right. So I want to go ahead and dive right in because today we need to go in and talk about you being part of WWE 2K24. That must be super exciting. Tell us about how you felt when you found out you were in the game, and have you seen yourself already?
Yeah, when I saw that entrance, I was so over the moon. Like it's my favorite gear. They've got the woo chants from the crowd. Like everything about it is absolutely perfect. So I
That's
was
so
delighted.
awesome.
Mhm.
That's so awesome. So like did you have an inkling, like where you like did you not know, like what was the hints in terms of whether or not you knew you were going to be in the game or not?
So a lot of talent gets scanned, but I didn't know for sure until I was announced. So I kind of found out along with the rest of the world. So that was like really cool as well.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. Have you had a chance to play as yourself?
Not just yet.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, the second you get the chance, I can imagine that you're excited to play as yourself. So Lyra, I do want to go ahead and just get into so much of what you've been doing on the main roster, because the last time that you and I spoke was during WrestleMania 40, and you like so much has happened since then. It's kind of crazy. So I want to start off with Queen of the Ring. When you made it all the way to the finals with Nia Jax, what was your reaction to that, given how new you were to the main roster to make it all the way through?
It was insane. Like especially you know, being drafted was so unexpected. And then my debut was in the Queen of the Ring tournament. So I really just had to, I was thrown into the fire and I had to just hit the ground running. And I feel like to have made it all the way to the finals, like within my first month wrestling in Saudi was absolutely amazing. So I was so I didn't have time to stop and think and breathe. I just had to go. And what a time though. Like I'll never forget it.
What was that like? Because you're wrestling in front of a totally different country, different audience, and it's such a big matchup. So, like, all eyes on you. A lot of people are like, okay, like who's Lyra? She's new. We're starting to get to know her. What was that like?
It's it was just like I don't even have words. Things went so quickly in the first month. I had the matches with Iyo as well on Raw. You know, Nia, who is now not only Queen of the Ring but the champion, was it's insane. I've had such an insane first few months. Like stuff happens so quickly. I've no idea. I can't even predict what my next year will look like if stuff keeps going the way it has been.
Yeah, that's been the cool thing. And you also got to partner up a little bit with Becky Lynch. Of course, you and Becky Lynch have this history. We've spoken about that. Your match with Becky Lynch was such an incredible NXT moment. But Becky's taking some time off now from WWE. From the looks of it, we haven't seen her in a while. But the last time that she was there, we were seeing a lot of backstage moments with the both of you. So what was that like? And how did you feel when you found out that Becky was going to be stepping away for a bit?
Um, I felt like I was really enjoying doing the bits. It's insane to like sometimes just it takes some of these moments just hit you at random times, like because you just go day to day and you do what you're doing. But even just chatting to you now and you going back over everything that's just happened and it's only been like 4 months, it's actually like, oh my God.
It
You
really
know?
is.
So yeah, I obviously love every chance I get to work with Becky, she's amazing. Um, but yeah, I hope she comes back soon.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would like it if you guys can pick that up again, because I was wondering, like, oh, where is this going? What's gonna happen here with Lyra and Becky? It's kind of cool to see this partnership between them, and so I was definitely invested in wanting to see a whole lot more of that. And this is the one thing that I always like to ask people who have gone from NXT to the main roster is, because it's so different and you're in there with such seasoned pros. Who's been giving you some of the best advice? Who's been helping you out the most backstage?
Um, there's a lot of people that are like so great. We get to work with TJ Wilson a lot. We get to work with Kenny Dykstra and PD Williams. So I've worked with them a lot as producers, and they've been amazing.
I was gonna say, yeah, I feel like with TJ, like everyone always has such great things to say about him. So I'm not surprised when he was the first name that you mentioned. I'm like, yes, I definitely see it. Lyra, for you, getting to see all of these really cool moments happening for Jade, for Bianca, of course, and all Tiffany Stratton. When you look at that, how do you feel about like the things that you want to make sure that you accomplish on the main roster? And I know we're almost nearing towards the end of the year, but do you have any goals that you want to set in either at the end of the year, short term, long term? Where are your thoughts on that?
So obviously, I think everyone, I want to be the champion. That would be amazing. But there's sometimes I think about like, what would I absolutely love? And I think something hit me the other day. I was like, I'd love to do something like an Iron Woman or something like that. I feel like that would be the ultimate, trust. And you think about the Bailey and the Sasha incredible one that we had, and I'd love to have something like that. I think I'd be really, really proud of that in my career if I got to do something like that.
Is there anybody that you have in mind for that, or like a list of people that you're like, oh, I would love to get in there and, like you said, have an Iron Man, Iron Woman type of match?
Um, Against Iyo would be amazing.
You
Yeah.
guys have such great chemistry, by the way. I mean, you've wrestled each other a couple of times now on the main roster, and each and every single time there were just some really cool moments in that match. What do you think it is about you and Iyo that just works?
I don't know. She's amazing. I've been watching her since long before I ever even came to WWE as well. So she's so experienced, and working with her is just amazing.
That's so cool, man. I'm telling you, lots of really great stuff that have been going down. And of course, because you come from the NXT side of things, there's been a lot of changes on NXT. And then, of course, you got to help out your friend, Tatum Paxley. But I do want to ask you about the changes that are going down over on NXT. And do you miss it? Because, I mean, I feel like there's so many moving parts with NXT. Constantly, they're going to the CW network. There's so many new faces coming in, the NXT collaboration. How do you feel about all of that?
Well, what a time to be in NXT right now for everyone who's still there. Like my girl Kalani is doing amazing with the introduction of the new title. Like I'm so happy to see that. I miss it, but I'm also very happy with everything I'm doing right now. But the reaction when I did go back to save my friend was amazing. So I'm so happy to be getting to go down a little bit now again and work with her.
I love it. I love it. Well, Lyra, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me, and congratulations once again on making it onto WWE 2K24. Before we go, let the people know where they can follow you, where they can support you, and all of that.
Okay, so I'm on Instagram as real_Valkyria, and it's the same on X.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you so much to everybody watching, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye, everyone.